Bedford, New Jersey. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New York Giants.
Started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First down 10 at their own 24-yard
line. Throwing right away is Dart.
And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
2nd and 10. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And the Giants first down.
And once again, it's Scatterbury. And space tough to come by there, so we get maybe a yard to the 37. Here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
Play action. Now Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39.
A nice throw there by the rookie from Ole Miss, and he's got his guys a first down. Working out of the gun is Dart.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That's another Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Dart.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
And he will get in to make it 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Theo Johnson, 50 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And he is in to make it 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. Call that one an even 60 yards. All right, 6-0. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
That's another Giants.
Right back to Tracy.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now he's going to step up and run. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Wandale Robinson.
43 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Brian Dable dialing up a play call here as they will go for 2.
The Giants.
They'll try and throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points.
That makes the score Giants 24. Steelers nothing.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it as we resume action. Gano out to kick this one away. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it.
And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now Rodgers.
Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. Down the sideline he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf, 75 yards. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll make it 24-7.
Steelers 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Ooh, with a juke. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
On first down, right back to Scatterboo.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready? Street. 18 Cardinal. 19 tight. 19 tight.
And they'll run it here.
Down the left sideline.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Darius Slayton, 48 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their first half lead.
They'll look to throw.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Steelers take over first and 10.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 60 yards.
It's a gain of 60 yards.
Now Rodgers going to shift him around.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown!
Calvin Austin.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Steelers 14. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This one deep into the landing zone, returnable from the 2-yard line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
That's caught downfield by Neighbors.
Touchdown, Giants!
Malik Neighbors,
61 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Brian Dable dialing up a play call here as they will go for two. Throwing his dart.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it.
That keeps the score Giants 38.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
That is caught by Thielen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25.
Now they'll change things up.
And the Steeler first down.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Here's Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Steelers 21.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Throwing his dart. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable, and there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, 26.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
Got his man. It's game one.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
A gain of 22 yards.
Rodgers wants to change the look.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
I think one of the key words in today's NFL is hybrid. You know, guys who can do more than just what they're asked to do. How about our running back there laying out like a wide receiver and making that catch?
Throwing is Rodgers. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
To throw is Rodgers. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Dart going to give to Scannaboo.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 22 and a first down. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go play action with Dart. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
An audible here to get a new look.
Mustang 19. Go.
They'll try it now with Scatteroo.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the
Rodgers going to throw.
Into space at the 45.
And finally brought down at the 43. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Adam Thielen, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Steelers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening, but they found the opening and exploited it.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Oh, it's some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
18, Pioneer. Let's go now.
Throwing from the gun here, Dart. That one taken in by Neighbors.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And the Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
On play action, here's Dart. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll throw again, Dart, and that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go, and now it's 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here, and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
This is caught by Robinson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are right back in this football game.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
He may go.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. 69 yards.
And the Steelers use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
His kick is
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will make this a 4-point game.
38.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That's complete. It's Neighbors.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the gun. Here's Dart. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And this will be a Giants first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
It's a gain of 11. And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To throw now, Dart.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning.
A big play here. 3rd and 2.
Set. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he will have a Giants first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Ready. Panther 60. 19 time. Ready.
Tracy going to get it on first down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's second down.
Go! Cougar 19.
He's back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7. They'll hand it to Tracy.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Rig alert, rig alert. Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 tight, 19 tight. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Get up.
Here's Dart. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Cup 19. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On the give, it's Tracy.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
The ball on the 16 for 2nd and 10.
Set. 7 Pirates, Hawk 70, Hawk 7. Ready.
They'll look to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Here now, 3rd down.
19 Lion. Ready. 18 Pioneer. Go.
Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers have just...
Already know how I'm stepping. Saying you want love for the essence. This time I'll be the one to address it. No ABCs, but I got that for your efforts. New Van Cleef for the necklace.